Hi everybody, welcome to this recap of what we learned last Sunday for our Children's Formation Outdoor Chapel. We talked about talents. Now back in biblical times, talents actually referred to money. And we're going to talk about a parable of Jesus today that had to do with money. So of course, I have to have some. Got all my coins right here so we can do this lesson. So there was a man who had 3 people that were working for him, and he decided to give them all some talents. Remember, that's money. He gave one of them 5 talents. Now, I don't actually have biblical talents. I wish I did, but I have some pennies here, and you can see there's 5 of them. So one man got 5 of those, right? Bless me. Another got 2. And then the last man got 1. Now the first man that was given 5 talents took those talents and invested them, which means he figured out a way to have money, make money, where he put it into things and had his money grow. And he actually ended up doubling his money. So if he had 5 talents before and he doubled it, I wonder how many he has now. What do you think? That's right, he has 10 talents now. 10 whole talents. The second man who got the 2 talents, he decided to do some trading with the talents. So he traded for things that he was good at and things that he could make, and he invested in that and sold some of the things that he made and things that he could do, and he also doubled his talents. Can we guess how many he has? He started with 2 and he doubled them. What do you think? That's right, now he has 4 whole talents. Who knew we were also going to have a math lesson today? Crazy. Well, the final guy, he took his talents and did something kind of weird with them. Instead of taking his 1 talent and putting it in the bank, at least for safekeeping, he decided that he didn't want anyone to have it, anyone to know about it, and was going to hide it. So what did he do? He buried it in the ground. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. Bury it in the ground. Give me 1 second. Guess it's time to bury this coin. Let's do it, shall we? We put the coin in the dirt. So then it came time for everybody to bring back their coins to the person they worked for that gave them the coins in the first place. So let's find our coin again. We might not even be able to find it. It's hard to find things when you bury them in the ground. There it is. All right. So let's find out what happens, shall we? So, as we said, the first person that was given 5 talents doubled his talents and became 10 talents. And when the owner heard this, he was so excited and said, "You did such a great job with something little. I'm going to put you in charge of so many big things because you were responsible with something small. I know you'll be responsible with something bigger." So it gave the man even more opportunities. The second man that had 2 talents and doubled his talents again, the owner was so excited and said, "You too have done such a great job in using your skills to make more money. So I too am going to put you in charge of bigger things." Then it came to the man that put his talent in the ground, the 1 talent. What do you think he ended up with? That's right, 1 talent. Unfortunately, we can't really grow money. How cool would it be if we could bury money and then we got more money? That would be really cool. Well, the owner heard this and was very saddened by it. He asked the man, "Why didn't you at least put the money in the bank so I could have collected some interest off of it? Why did you just hide it from the world? You don't seem like you can be responsible with much." So what does this story mean? What do you think? Well, let's talk about our talents. What does talents mean to us today? That's right, it means something we're good at. For example, maybe you're really good at reading, or you're good at dance or running, or a sport like soccer or basketball or swimming. Maybe you're really, really good at listening. Everybody has a talent. I know you do. Start thinking about one talent or something you're very good at. You got it in your brain? Well, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to hide it so no one can see it? Are you going to pretend it doesn't exist and never use it? No, you're going to share it. You're going to show the world your talent. If you're good at running, you're going to run. You're not just going to bury it in the ground and pretend it doesn't exist. See, God gives us all these incredible talents, and we can choose to never use them and pretend they don't exist, or we can give them back to God by using our talents to glorify the Lord. What does that mean? So maybe you're really, really, really good at reading, but you know people that struggle with reading. Well, maybe you can use your talent for reading to help someone who isn't great at reading. Or maybe you're really, really good at playing basketball, and your friend wants to learn how to play, and you can teach them. Maybe you're really good at dance, and every time you dance for an audience, you bring that audience joy. See, when we take our talents and we give them back to God by using them to love other people and show other people they are loved and they are valued, our talents don't stay hidden, they grow and expand so that other people can enjoy them and feel loved by them. So this story was an example of how God wants us to use our talents. God wants us to take what we are good at and the gifts that God gave us and give back to the Lord by using them to love one another, to love yourself, to love your family, your friends, and to love the world. So my question for you today is, how can you use your talents to love the world? Maybe you're good at writing and you can write a note to a doctor and the nurse on the front lines to tell them they are loved. Maybe you're good at making pictures and you can do the same by making a picture for people on the front lines or for your grandparents that may miss you. Maybe you're a good listener and you can sit and listen to someone in your family or your pod. Maybe you are great at blowing bubbles and you can bring joy to your family by blowing some bubbles. Whatever you're good at, God can use it for love. Now, I did an experiment this week and it was a very slow explosion. It wasn't as cool as I would have liked it to be because we were outdoors and there had to be a service. And what it is elephant toothpaste. And I wanted to show you some cool examples of that explosion in a bigger kind of setting. But a couple of things. One, you don't do elephant toothpaste by yourself. You do it with an adult. So you need to have permission with an adult. Just like our last experiment, this has chemicals in it and it can be very messy and even sometimes dangerous depending on how it's done. Also, what's the point of this experiment? We're not just doing experiments for fun. No, see, the point of this experiment is to talk about how when we put things together, they grow. Kind of like when we give God our talents, they grow to love the world. So you're going to see something start small, and as something is mixed in, grows and grows and grows. And that's what you need to think about. When you have a talent, it may start out as something small, but when you use it to love others and love God, it grows and grows and grows. So have a really fun time watching these crazy level elephant toothpaste explosions. I love you guys, and I will see you this week when we talk about how to be a good Samaritan And we're even going to do a fun activity that's going to give back to our community. Sign up for that below and enjoy our elephant toothpaste.